This video is to be used for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace individual research or licensed investment advice. Unique experiences and past performances do not guarantee future results. Trading stocks, options, and spot currencies involves substantial risk. There's always the potential for loss. Your trading results may vary. No representations are being made that any software or training will guarantee profits or not result in losses from trading.
Good afternoon, traders. I'm Daryl Richburg, and this is your market wrap for March 13th, 2007. In the news today, U.S. retailers suffered lackluster sales last month, with total sales coming in weaker than expected. The Commerce Department said retail sales rose an anemic 0.1% last month. Economists, on average, had forecasted an increase of 0.3% for February. Sales excluding autos and auto parts dipped 0.1% in February, compared with a revised 0.2% gain in January. January ex-auto sales were originally reported to have increased 0.3%. U.S. business inventories rose at the fastest pace in 2 months, while sales fell at the sharpest pace in 4 months. Total inventories rose 0.2% in line with expectations, while business sales fell 0.7% in the last month, the largest decline since September. The inventory to sales ratio in January rose 1.30, which translates to about 39.6 days of sales on the shelves for the typical business. After a sustained period of historically low ratios, the inventory to sales ratio is at its highest level since February 2005. Treasury Secretary Henry Paulson said a balance must be struck between ensuring the competitiveness of financial markets and protecting investors. Paulson addressed a gathering of top business leaders and former government officials in Washington. The conference followed months of campaigning by American business for an easing of laws and regulations established after the Enron debacle. Viacom Inc. said it has sued YouTube and its corporate parent Google in federal court for alleged copyright infringement and is seeking more than $1 billion in damages. Viacom claims that the more than 160,000 unauthorized video clips from its cable networks, which also include Comedy Central, VH1, and Nickelodeon, have been available on the popular video sharing website. The New York Stock Exchange Regulation Inc. said it's suspending trade of New Century Financial Corporation and its preferred securities because the issues are no longer suitable for continued listing on the NYSE. The company expects its common stock to be quoted on the pink sheets following suspension. The move extends a trading halt put in place Monday and comes after a review of the company's business by the exchange. Citigroup Inc., the largest bank in the United States, said Tuesday it raised its takeover offer for scandal-tainted Nikko Cordial Corporation by 26% in a deal worth up to $13.3 billion after the Japanese brokerage's largest shareholders rejected the initial price as too low. In earnings news, Goldman Sachs Group, the largest Wall Street investment house, said its first quarter profit rose 28.6% to a company record on robust trading and investment banking. Goldman reported earnings applicable to common shareholders rose to $3.15 billion, or $6.67 per share for the quarter ended February 23rd, compared to $2.45 billion, or $5.08 per share in the year-ago period. Revlon, the beauty products maker controlled by financier Ron Perelman, said Tuesday it swung to a fourth quarter loss as U.S. sales declined and the company incurred restructuring charges and costs to discontinue its line of cosmetics for older women. Revlon lost $5.5 million, or a penny per share, for the 3 months ended December 31st, compared with a profit of $64.3 million, or 17 cents per share, during the same period a year ago. Grocery store chain Kroger Company reported its fourth quarter profit climbed 36% on strong sales growth. Quarterly earnings rose to $384.8 million, or 54 cents per share, from $282 million, or 39 cents per share, in the prior year quarter. Analysts were expecting earnings of 45 cents per share on sales of $16.79 billion. Gunmaker Smith & Wesson Holding Corporation said its fiscal third quarter profit climbed 46%, driven by a sharp increase in sales. Net income rose $1.6 million, or 4 cents per share, from $1.1 million, or 2 cents per share, for the third quarter in 2006. Analysts expected earnings of 4 cents per share on $50.9 million in revenue. Scheduled economic reports for Wednesday include the current account gap, fourth quarter for the imports-export prices for February, Energy Department oil inventories for the week of March 9th. Scheduled earnings reports for Wednesday include General Motors, Hot Topic, Lehman Brothers, Pep Boys, Speedway Motors, Brown & Company. Stocks in the news. CVS Corporation was upgraded to buy from a hold at Deutsche Bank. Camarco said it's going to pay a special $1 a share dividend on April 23rd to shareholders of record on April 5th. Hertz Global Holdings, Inc. swung to a fourth quarter profit from a year earlier loss on an 8% higher revenue. Until next time, this has been Daryl Richburg with your Market Route.